Hey everyone, this is Chris Miller, the co-creator of the Chronicles of PA, along with Richard Gaskin. He's also one of the other co-creators, the writer. And I'm just here to give you guys another update on the game because I haven't done one in a while. Mainly because I was moving to a new location, so my office and home had moved to a different place. But also, I've been doing a lot of drawing for the Chronicles of PA, and actually I've done pretty much the majority of the art for the level enemies. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the enemies that are going to be just in the first level of the game. And I've designed those, and the first we're going to be starting off with is one of the Mercenaries. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting with just the narrative of the game, just to start PA off a little bit easy with some mercenaries that were hired by the Chosen to take the city of Naka, which is the hometown of PA, also the city that he lives in Nubia. Excuse me. But yes, like I said, I'm starting off with one of the mercenaries, and what I'm going to show you is, yes, I've done a basic drawing for this mercenary, but just doing research with a lot of the old side-scroller beat-em-up games, you know that they do variations of certain characters just to kind of add flavor to the game, but you know the animation is still pretty much the same. Like this, for this mercenary, I'm going to do there's going to be a variation of them, and you will see it in color. But you know, for some of the animation, like the walk cycle and stuff like that, will be the same. So that is a way of you save time and not having to create a whole another character. You just kind of tweak certain things and kind of make variations, and that helps. That helps with the process, you know, but also, like I said, adds variety to the game. So it's not just one thing or one character all the time. So let me finish. Once you see me finish this part up here, let's take a look at this character. Like I said, he's a mercenary fighting for the Chosen. So you'll see the variation coming up very soon. Now here's how he looks in color. All right, he has the purple garb on, and he has the spear. Kind of skinny and gangly looking. You know, he probably won't stand too much of a chance against PA, but you know, a couple of guys get together. And here's the other variation of the mercenary. This time one has a sword and a helmet and a shield. So like I said, just to add some flavor to the game. There's going to be another mercenary that I'm going to be adding as well. And this one has a completely different look to him. Like I said, with the other two, I can do it's pretty much the same character, but just a little bit of variation, and maybe like a little variation with the animation. We're just adding a little something different. This one has a completely different body type and a completely different look to him. And I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to go with a vulture motif. I don't know if you know, just since those, I try to think of different animals that exist in that area in East Africa. And you know, you always see it in the iconography of the gods and just the hieroglyphs and just the different zoology that the Nubians and Egyptians would paint and different African tribes would have. So they always had a different motif, and it was usually based off of animals. So I always try to incorporate that into my artwork, especially when I'm doing something that's based off of ancient African cultures. And this is one of those things. Like I said, I wanted to give this guy kind of a vulture type look to him. So he's almost kind of like a vulture warrior, you can say. And just kind of add some little things that I like to do in artwork. Like I like to, you know, add that African artwork, like the masks and stuff like that. Like add that to some of the weapons so you can see it in his shield. His shield almost kind of looks like an African mask. It has kind of like the eyes and like the teeth on it. And he has this weird like bird-like helmet. Almost very menacing. Almost kind of looks like one of my other characters from one of my other series, Knuckleheads. If you ever read my series Knuckleheads, I have a villain named General Crow, and he has a mask that's almost kind of similar to this. I want to kind of do something that's kind of the same but different. Like I said, this has a vulture motif, and you're going to see it when you see the colored version, just how he kind of resembles a vulture. I looked at a lot of pictures of the zoology from that area, so you guys can see it. And you'll be seeing it real soon. Let's stretch his leg out here. And yes, here's the color version. And so you just have some different types of mercenaries in there that are going to be attacking PA. You know, they're not really part of the cause, but they're getting paid to do it. So why not fight PA? they might be getting more than they can handle though. Now these guys are real members of the Chosen, or part of that army. And these are little characters that I kind of wanted to seed throughout the game, so it's not just this level, but also in different levels as well. And it's the assassin character, and I wanted to kind of just have something fun to add in there. And these characters will probably, like the assassin characters and some of the other characters you'll see later on in other videos when I show them, will more than likely be appearing in the Chronicles of PA Volume 2. So you'll see more of those designs added in there into this. You'll be seeing them probably in the game first, but later on you'll be seeing them in the comic book as well. Just different designs for the Chosen, for their soldiers and their henchmen. Because I wanted to kind of keep with that overall theme, have some unity there, but you know, so it's not just the main bad guys that you're fighting like you saw in that bosses video that I did, but you know, I just wanted the henchmen characters and the soldiers, foot soldier characters look kind of cool too. And that's where we have this Chosen assassin right here, or this is one of them that you'll see. And this one is more like he's a runner, so he kind of runs at you and tries to slice you. And I'll be showing you that. So he's gonna be kind of quick moving. You know, you see he's kind of thin there. He's not as bulky as PA is, and he's a little big right here. I might probably shrink him down when I do the actual sprite, but you'll see. I just put that there as a comparison. Here's the color version. So, like I said, he's built for stealth and attack. Like I said, he's not really shielded by any type of armor. He doesn't have a shield. Like I said, he's just basically there to attack and just kind of be an assassin and subterfuge. I want to add another assassin that to be totally honest, I'm not exactly how sure I'm going to work this, but there's little things I want to do. I want to do this is a hidden assassin, so one that actually hides somewhere and attacks PA. And I might see these types of characters throughout the different levels, and they might have kind of like a different motif based on which level they're on. And when you see the color version of this one, you'll be able to tell what his motif is. He's almost kind of colored, or he looks like a palm tree. So that's why I kind of want to go with that motif. So if he's hiding out in the trees or hiding out on the street somewhere in the woods or in the grass, you don't see him at first, but he's going to attack anyway. So like I said, just wanted to have some different types of henchmen and little characters to add to the game. Because like I said, I've done hours and hours, days, I could say, of research into old beat 'em up games. So it won't be as over the top as maybe a Final Fight, but there are other games out there that I've seen and that I'm kind of basing this game off of. I'm using that as I guess a template, you can say. So I'm kind of going through those games and kind of seeing how I want to build this one. And also, I just had to keep in mind, I don't want this game to be slow either, though. I want people to be able to go in there and play and have fun. I don't want people to be waiting there for a loading screen. So if you see something in the design process that doesn't wind up in the final game, what I might do, and don't quote me on this, but I'm thinking if I can't fit it all into the mobile game, I might do a different version of the game, maybe in either Flash or HTML or something like that, and just have it available somewhere else for you to play, or maybe just to buy it on disc, kind of like my good buddies over at the Urban Shogun and those guys when they did the Street Team. Their Street Team is available either online, or also you can buy it on disc to play on your PC. And that's just something I have to look into later. So we're going to be doing the mobile game first, definitely. So I want to get that done and out there, but this is something that we'll have to think about for later on when we do different versions of the game. So that's just something to think about later on, but I want to get this first version of the game done as well as Volume 2 of the comic. But here's the color version of this hidden assassin. So you can, like you said, see? He has kind of like the palm tree motif, so he's hiding there in the grass. You might not see him at first, but he's going to get you. And maybe I'll put a little indicator there so you know he's coming, but we'll see. So that's it for this blog, guys. I'm going to be doing another one based on the other enemies for different levels. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment section, or please follow us on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.